Go, 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 come on. Amy's so impressive, check this out.
Hi, I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter. Our family has been blessed to farm in Montana
For over 100 years now.
And it wouldn't be possible without the great team we have
and blessings from our Savior,
Jesus Christ.
Morning. It's supposed to be 50 degrees today and 40-mile-an-hour winds. So, I think the snow is going to melt around here. I should get this truck moved so that melts away and then we get the ice away from the building over there. I think that'll just take care of itself. I don't want to move that before they load it up. Someone was asking if we traded both 40s for 50s. Yes, we did. They just brought the first one here that we put in the shed, and then the truck driver was up delivering a sprayer to the neighbor, so he picked up that combine and took it into town and has to bring the other one up to replace this one yet. So that's what's going on. Yes, we are trading both combines. But let's go get this truck started. It stalled here. No, it didn't stall here. It got parked here and then it ran out of fuel. No, lost prime. It still has fuel. No, it was a long time ago, and I just kind of like, well, we'll figure it out later. And then it made a nice dam. And we got ice up against the building over here that I want to melt away today. So let's get this thing out of here. I suppose for the heck of it, we should see if it will just start. Yeah, that's cool. I don't see any of my sign in here. We are pretty low on fuel, but go, 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 come on. Get some fuel. All right, let's go primer up. I think we've got a leak right in there, and that's our problem, but something with the hand primer is letting air in, I think. I just want to move it for now. We'll figure this out later. Oh yeah. No pressure. Well, that's promising. That's got some pressure in it now. Well, plan B. I got the air hose hooked up from the shop here, with the air compressor in there, and gonna air this up. I give the little 95 farm all out and see if I can't pull it with that. If not, I want to pull it back, but I don't think I can do that. There's too much ice back there. Probably make a loop up here with, with it though, and I don't know where I'm going to get it by myself. But we'll see how it goes. So I got enough air here, and get the tractor out. Alright, got the trailer unhitched. I was gonna get this truck out of the way. Hopefully. Oh yeah. I don't know where I'm going with it. I tell you what, I sure am glad we put a bunch of doors in the shed, because I can snake this truck out the side here without having to move the combine over there. Figured that was going to happen. Now they're going to be wishing I had four-way lockers to get out of here though. Try it again. There we go. Well, we got the white Kenworth hooked up to the trailer. Buddy's coming over. We're gonna drag this around to the other side, park it on the edge of the cement so we can mess with that starter. And then just get this trailer moved out of the way. I think since we got a little bit of an angle, that actually might be our benefit to help kind of straighten it out, or as it straightens out, it might pop it out of the ice in the back, but I don't know. There we go. Make a big loop and park it over here, I guess. When the suspension aired up, it ripped all the mud flaps off the trailer. Well, that's a lot better. Now at least the sun can melt this away. All this water, when it warms up, we'll just get out of here like it's supposed to. Came back up to the building, down at the cabin working on the garage. And the truck driver's on his way up with the second machine, so I need to get Toolbox cleaned out and get the cab cleaned out, two-way bracket, all that stuff out. All right, well, they got the new machine unloaded. These are 24 models, not new, I guess, but only got one season on them. They did not get ran last season. They were sitting on the lot for the whole year, so. And he's getting ready to load up the trade-in. I gotta pull my fire extinguisher bracket yet, but then we're good to go. I think he's done that a couple times. That was pretty quick. Dead center, ready to chain it down. Morning, check it out. Little blanket of snow overnight. I'm guessing there's 3-4 inches of snow. Not bad, I'll take that. That's kind of a surprise. So, means you need to go do a little snow moving. And I'm surprised nobody had commented about this in the last video, but we did end up buying a JCB Teleskid. Traded the baler off that I've been trying to sell for a few years, and if you kind of figure on values, pretty crazy to think that this is as valuable as one of those big square balers, or maybe the other way around, I don't know. But ended up trading it for really not that much money. Actually valued pretty close to the same. So yeah, let's go move some snow with it. Show you guys a few of the things. Maybe let's do a little walk around first. Things that I've noticed so far. Pretty easy to get into. I did just see that there is a battery shut off on there. That's kind of nice, and a spot to jump things off of. We do end up using our skid steer quite a bit to jump tractors or whatever, trucks in the yard. And what else can I show you? They do have 2 separate hydraulic hookups on these. I believe the high flow is stationary, and like if you want to run a grapple or something like that, you can hook it up here. That will telescope with your loader. The boom is like lifetime guarantee, lifetime warranty on that. They say that it won't break. I think there is over time some adjustments to keep it square. Girls volleyball practice net. I will never buy another skid steer without tracks. I love tracks. Let's fire this thing up. Funny, I've been using it a little bit. We had it delivered out to Fort Peck, so we didn't have to haul it all the way out to the farm. So I used a little bit down there, moving some stuff around and snow and whatever there on the garage project. And that's where all the mud came from. And I always kept on getting in the habit of always putting the loader all the way down, which obviously you don't have to do with the side door, which is a big part of why I bought it. You can do a lot of things by yourself, or before you had to have somebody else help you hook up a chain, or you would take the door off the skid steer and have to crawl under the loader or over it, whatever. So a little bit I have used it, I am really impressed. So let's go move some snow with it and I'll show you a few more things about it. So there is a little step there. I usually end up just stepping on the track, but hop in here, super easy. It's like getting any little mini X or excavator or whatever. We got the armrest flipped down, the lap deal here. We will, I better open my garage door first. So we have this, what is it called again? Smart Life app for our garage doors. It's an add-on set to go in the garage door. Hit the button, the door is going up. So let's the parking brake, pick up the loader, we'll back out of here quick. And then really easy, just it's like instant, it's pretty crazy. Works really good. And move some snow. Well, a few things that I have definitely noticed the differences between the JCB and our Bobcat joystick controlled machine. The JCB really moves effortlessly. I mean, it takes no side-to-side control adjustment to make the loader or make the steering go, which makes it a little tricky to get used to hooking up to attachments, because it's you're used to the Bobcat having to move it quite a bit, and the JCB just, I mean, it goes really easy. That's probably the biggest difference between them that I've noticed. Hasn't really gotten me in any trouble, but we're definitely going to have to be careful working around some stuff because of that. Which I'm also in high right now, or in turtle, or in rabbit instead of turtle, so that makes it that much worse. And you can go even slower, like the snail, and then it's not near as jumpy either. The visibility out of the cab is just incredible, and a big part of that is there's no griddle or grates or whatever you want to say going around the glass like there is on other brands. But like just being able to have your boom, not have your boom on this side, and then like I can see that track perfectly well. You are not centered. I mean, like here's probably centered. I sit here, so that's a little bit different to get used to. But other than that, I mean, it's really good. I do think that our Bobcat probably does ride a little bit better with the 5-link suspension or whatever they call that. But I mean, besides that, I think it's definitely better than our Bobcat with the tires or the solid tires. That thing's incredibly rough riding. But let's look at the joystick here. You do have a float control here. You can run your auxiliaries and whatnot. And then this is your teleboom telescoping part. So it'll slide out 4 feet, I believe, is the extension. So that is a considerable reach compared to what a normal skid steer bucket is. And you can run functions at the same time. You can telescope and raise and lower or tilt. So that is definitely a nice feature. Programmable buttons. There's a lot of stuff in here. There is a reversible fan on the radiator on this, which is nice. So if you're working around, you know, some hay or whatever, that you can do a good job of keeping all of the radiator coolers and intercooler all cleaned out. That is definitely a perk. So yeah, let's go move some snow here. Backup camera and a mirror, kind of nice to have both. I recording again? Alright, now I do like getting up here to stuff and then being able to just extend out and not be jerky with the controls driving and get right up next to stuff. The back drag.
O'clock a.m. today. Then you can look for windshield values near zero today.
That is pretty nice. The Bobcat radio does not have the reception to pick up radio stations on the farmyard, so not like a deal breaker, but it's definitely a perk. The radio is actually useful up here. Amy's so impressive. Check this out.
You know, I gotta say, Tony's super excited about this new JCB, which I think it's cool, but well, now he's interrupting me with his beeping. But I gotta say, do you know how much easier it would have been for you to get out and help me burn trash, or get out and help me unload buckets? This door just swings right open on the side. So husbands, no excuses to help your wives feed cows and burn trash.
At what age did you realize you had such a cool party trick?
That actually wasn't until I was a teacher. I don't even know. I don't know, maybe in high school? I don't recall. Okay, here's some B-roll footage.
I even had to put the loader down to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to break old habits, though. I always want to put it down before I get out.
I would say that you need to get in touch with May Wes now to get.
I know. I do need another poly.
It was a little noisier than usual.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, you can get a cutter bar for winter that's made out of plastic, so you don't scratch your concrete and whatever. I also plan on building a snow pusher at some point out of quad track tracks, so that you can just push on top of the snowpack and gravel, I guess, as far as that goes. So, all right, I'm gonna go change oil in your Suburban now.
Maybe it will look like you've been working.
What are you talking about? Full of sawdust and who knows what
it's snowy, I know.
From building. All right, let's cut the Suburban in here, and been having that thing's been running for a while, so it should be nice and warm to drain the oil.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching, but don't forget, farm hard, pray harder. See you next video.